Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato. On today's Everything Music, it's What Makes This Song Great, episode 77. The band is R.E.M. and the song is Losing My Religion. Coming up next. Losing My Religion was the first single off R.E.M.'s 1991 release, Out of Time. It was written by the band and produced by Scott Litt. Out of Time followed R.E.M.'s 1988 release, Green, which had the songs Orange Crush, Stand, and pop song 89 on it. And I remember when the single for Losing My Religion came out in the early part of 1991. It was all over MTV, and it really launched R.E.M. from being a indie rock darling or a huge cult band to being a worldwide success. It was a massively big song, and the record was a huge, huge record. Now, you have to remember, 1991, a little bit later on, we had Pearl Jam releasing 10. We had Nirvana releasing Nevermind. U2 released Achtung Baby. So there's a lot of stuff going on in 1991. But this record actually came out just before those other records did. Early part, February or so of 1991. And R.E.M. to me was a transitional band. They were around before doing the indie rock thing. Well, hair metal was huge in the 80s. But then there was this break from 89 to 91 where it started to dissipate, the hair metal did, and then R.E.M. really filled that void nicely. Let's take a listen to the beginning of this song. The first thing that's great about this song is the use of mandolin in addition to acoustic guitar to play the main hook of the song right at the beginning. Right into F major here. This was really a departure from all the hair metal that had happened previously. So you have so it's going from F major to A minor, and then the last time it goes then there's that run to get you right into the verse. Let's check out the mandolin and guitars soloed in the intro. Another interesting thing about R.E.M. is Mike Mills' bass playing. He's a very, very interesting melodic bass player. You can hear it right here in the intro when he does this walking line, this ascending walking line right here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's listen against. It creates a dissonance against the chords. Let's listen to it. Right here. It has some upbeat accents in it, which propels it, and also has a dissonance in there, which makes the chords have a little bit more intensity. Really clean, great bass sound on here. Let's solo the bass for a second and check it out. Really pristine playing, perfectly played every note, perfectly played, really great recording by Scott Litt too. Okay, right there, we have the one chord, A minor, going to the minor 5, E minor. But on the E minor, he goes, and you are not me. That makes the melody incredibly strong there and really sad. That flat 6, you are not me. And then they use the 9th on the A minor chord. Not me. That flat 6 over the 5 chord there. Anytime you want to have a song sound sad, use the flat 6 on a minor chord. It's the saddest note. That sounds like Spinal Tap. It's the saddest note that you can use, and they use it all through here. Michael Stipe uses it all through this melody. Really a strong melody. Let's continue on.
You are not me. It's that I will go to. Distance in your eyes.
Then again, said too much. Okay, then we go to a 3rd minor chord, the 4 chord, D minor. I said enough. Then we go to G there to set up the chorus. Now, this is really unusual. We have a minor 1, minor 5, minor 4, right? I'm trying to think of another song. There's a Beatles song that uses 3 minor chords like that, the 1, the 4, and the 5. But it's really unusual. This is what I think makes this song special and gives it a real melancholy feel. And this sets up the chorus really nicely there when it goes to the G chord.
I set it up. That's me in the corner.
Chorus.
That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion.
Okay, right there, the hook. Losing my religion. Once again, that hook is all about that flat 6 on the 5 chord. Losing my religion. Now, he's not playing it in the guitar. He's just singing it against the chord. And because there's that half-step dissonance of the C against the open B, losing my religion, it really has an intensity to it. That because of that dissonance is holding against it. He's singing that note against the chord, against the E minor chord, singing the note C. Very, very strong melody writing. You'll also notice that they bring in the strings there. Let's solo the voice in the first verse so you can hear it. And then I want to play you what's going on between the voice and the strings in the chorus. Let's check it out.
Oh, life is bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. The lengths that I will go to, the distance in your eyes.
One of the interesting things about Michael Stipe's vocal performance here is that he was really becoming a great singer by this time in their career. I think by Automatic for the People, the record after this, he reached the pinnacle of his singing. I mean, I think he was by then a really pro singer. Early on in the band's career, I loved his voice, but he had some really no distinguishable lyrics in some songs, and I think that he was not a confident singer. But by this record, I think because of Scott Litt's production, his vocals came out so well, the singing, and he's really an excellent singer. Next, let's check out the vocals in the chorus, along with the strings where they first enter.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion, trying to keep up with you, and I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said enough.
Another thing I want to talk about is Bill Berry's drumming in the song and in general. I really think that when Bill Berry left the band after he had a cerebral hemorrhage, I think it was 1996 after the Monster tour that they did, which I went to. I went to that tour. It was really, really great tour. And he left the band, and the band continued on. And I think his contribution was really important to the band. I don't feel like the records after that had the same impact without him. His drumming on this song is not flashy, but it's always just what it needs. He was kind of the epitome of the indie rock drummer. Let's check out his fill into the chorus. It's really what I call a non-fill. Check it out. So steady, though. Nothing other than what it needs. It's just there to provide that backing. Another thing to check out with the drums is how he's not bashing on the cymbals. The hi-hat pattern is very tight, and he's not playing on the ride and just bashing away. That's because there's a lot of strumming going on. We have those two acoustics, and we have the mandolin strumming away in the chorus, and you don't want to have all that competing information in the same area. That strumming would flam if the hi-hat were being played loud or if there was a lot of loud cymbal work going on. So it's really restrained in the background, allowing the guitars and the mandolin to take the lead rhythmically. Another thing that I think makes the song incredibly good is the B part of the chorus when it goes back to F major. Let's check it out. Right here. Bass, and then we have the riff right here. Back into the second verse. Let's listen. Right here. Verse 2.
Every waking hour, I'm choosing my confessions, trying to keep.
Real steady, right?
Like a hurt, lost and blinded fool.
Everything about it, just supporting the vocal. And we're back to D minor and G. So after the mandolin tag, we're into the second half of the second verse, and the strings come in now with the vocals. This is a further development of the song arrangementally.
That brought me to my knees.
Beautiful.
What if all these fantasies
once again
flailing around? Now I've said
beautiful, right?
Too much. I thought that I heard you laughing.
Then we're on to the second chorus.
I thought that I heard you sing.
Bass walk. Bum, 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 bum.
I thought I saw you try.
And then the fill. Now we're into the bridge. That bridge part on the mandolin, the first part of it has the drone E with it, right? And then we're on to the second half of the bridge, which is just between C in the bass, D in the bass, so C to D minor, C, D minor, and then chorus.
That's me in the spotlight.
We got the strings back in, a little bit more active, with more of a rhythmic figure there. Beautiful. Once again, the drums are so steady. And then the post-chorus.
I thought that I heard you sing.
Then the ending. Right here. That's all for now. Please subscribe here to my Everything Music YouTube channel. If you're a first-time viewer, don't forget to ring the bell. If you're interested in the Beato book, go to my website at www.rickbeato.com. Check out the new Beato Ear Training Program at beatoeartraining.com. Follow me on Instagram at rickbeato1. And if you want to support the channel even more, think about becoming a member of the Beato Club. Thanks for watching.